Welcome to the Unstoppable Profit Podcast. Wherever you are today, if you're starting with nothing or are well on your way to the success you desire, with the right people, processes, and promotions in place, you will be unstoppable. And now, I'd like to introduce your host, Mike Stromsoe.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of the Unstoppable Profit Podcast. I have a very special lesson for you today. It's something that just kind of was dreamt up through my ongoing relentless pursuit of becoming more. Remember, if you want to have more, you have to become more, because you attract exactly what you are and who you become. And it's what you become in that pursuit that makes you who you are and what you're able to achieve. And it's been my learning experience, especially as of lately, that we all have more. We have more within us. We're just not accessing that capacity. I had something that happened this morning. I was actually running behind this morning. Beautiful weather day, out with my buddies. We decided to go for a ride. I said, I need to be in my driveway by 10:25 for a 10:30 appointment. And we were way out in the hills. And by the way, I live in an area that's not flat. There's hills everywhere. And so we were quite a ways away from the house. And I looked at my clock and I said, uh-oh, I don't know if I'm going to make it. And so we got to this hill. It's about 1.5 mile hill from my house. And there's no other way to get to my house. I had to go up the hill. And then it's a 7-mile ride in from the highway to get to my house. There's 2 other little hills that I get to go up as well before I can get to my house. So I looked at the clock and I only had a total of 19 minutes to get to my house. And it was almost not possible. So I said to my buddies, I said, look, I got a hammer and I will catch you guys later. And I took off on that hill. And as I was going up that hill, it was ringing in my head consistently what I recently learned through the 4x4x48 challenge with David Goggins and the Unstoppable Bill Butler, the Unstoppable Patty Laras, and the Unstoppable Chris Paradiso, that it is our duty and our responsibility to find more. And so I said, it's going through my head. I've got to find more. Pain, it doesn't matter. I've got to find more. And I busted it up that hill like nothing that I've ever experienced before. And yes, my legs started screaming, but I said, it doesn't matter. I've got to find more. And I found more. And I just blew up that hill. It was just like this euphoric feeling. You know, when you access that extra capacity and you find that it's there and you just always made an excuse in your mind. See, that's the thing. Our mindset's our skill set. We've got to continue to improve our mind. You know, most people maybe use 15 to 20% of their total capacity in their mind alone. So don't let that happen to you. And I'm going to get to today's lesson in just a minute. So I blew up that hill. I raced in from the highway like I've never done before. Just, blew through a light and, got to my house and everything, albeit I was 4 minutes late. But the effort and the pursuit was like nothing I've experienced lately. And it was because of what I did to invest in myself with my comrades to become more. And I will never forget that event for quite some time to come. I will continue to pursue the extra 60%, and I strongly encourage you to do the same thing. Don't let your comfort zone be the excuse. Don't let your friends who say, oh, you need to relax, you need to become more comfortable, hogwash. You should access the extra 60% because nobody else is hanging out there. You see, the rare air up in the top 3% of performance, there's not too many people there because they are not willing to hang. Okay. So in my relentless pursuit of becoming more, I consistently study. I'm knocking down more books than I have in my career journey, period, consistently. And I am in an absolute passionate, mad love affair right now with growth and learning to share with all of you. So here in my home office, I got these big whiteboards. And so when I learn something, I start creating. Okay. And so I got into the creative one time and I developed this and I shared it with a bunch of coaching. I share it with coaching members who come here for their private one-on-one sessions and anybody else where it makes sense. And every one of them say, wow, that is awesome. And so I was thinking about that and I keep getting that response. And so I thought, well, it would be absolutely unfair if I didn't share it with all of you. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. And if you don't have the ability to see the visual right this minute, the video of what I'm going to share, when you get in front of a computer or you stop driving your car, pull up YouTube, search Unstoppable Profit Producer, and go to the videos so you can see the video of what I'm going to do in just a minute. Okay. So this philosophy, it's a mindset. Our mindset is our skill set. And what we put into our mind means everything as far as results in our business and our life. So you've got to continue to improve your mindset every single day in every single way. It's on you. You've got to own that. Nobody's going to do it for you. Okay. So what I want to share with you today is this. Okay. So this is a formula. And this formula is C plus F plus D equals. And together, we are going to fill in the blanks, right? So I learned when I was teaching I was facilitating a leadership program recently that there is one thing that is the reason that businesses are not as successful as they can be and they should be, and people's journey in life as well. They don't have the success that they want and the achievement that they want, and it's because of the C. Okay? It's because of the C. And this C is and I'm here and I'm writing this down. So if you're listening, just hang tight and I will repeat it for you. Okay. The reason that people in business and in life don't achieve the levels that they want to get to is the C, which is lack of consistency. You are not as consistent as you should be all of the time. You've got to implement and execute the habit of being consistent all of the time. My consistency nowadays is I am out of bed before dawn every single morning with my headsets on, and I am out there in the world running or walking, depending on where I'm at on hills and everything else. And I am consistently putting something into my mind that's of value that will help me grow from a mindset standpoint. Consistency every single day, no days off. Okay. So the C is consistency. You've got to implement consistency into your life, into your habits, into your daily regimen, whatever that looks like. No excuses. Or you can make an excuse and that's what you'll get. Because if you keep doing the same things that you're currently doing, you're going to keep getting the same results that you're currently getting, which I will suggest may not be the results that you want to get. And we don't want that. We want you to achieve at the maximum level possible all the time, right? So the C is lack of consistency. And then I was studying a book within the last year or two called Goals by Brian Tracy. Okay, Goals by Brian Tracy. And I read in that book that there's no such thing as time management. And I thought to myself, because it's been beaten into our head over years, right? Time management, time management, time management. You got to manage your time. Yeah, I get it, right? But he goes on in that book and says, yeah, there's no such thing as time management. What there is, it's choices that we make as to what we do with our time. It's choices that we make as to what we do with our time. Aha. However, I then learned after further study that there is one thing that we must manage. One thing that we must manage, okay? And right now I'm going to write this down. So those of you who are on audio only, hang tight. There's one thing that we must manage, and we must manage it consistently every single day, and that is our focus. Our focus. We must manage our focus. We cannot let these things distract us, whatever they might be. We've got to be consistent. We've got to manage our focus, all right? Remember, follow one course until success every day. Focused. You've got to stay focused every single day or you will get left behind. That's all there is to it. So you've got to be consistent. Don't let lack of consistency be your reason or excuse you're not getting what you want. You've got to stay focused. C+F. And then our oldest son invited me a number of years ago to a session with the late, great John Wooden. And he called me up one day and he said, hey, because he's a high school sports coach by passion, a high school principal by occupation and career right now, because he earns more money for his family and that's where he needed to be. But his passion, if he had all the money in the world, he would be a high school football coach. So with that being said, at that point in time, he goes, hey, you know, my other coach who was going to go to this event with Wooden, he bailed on me at the last minute. I got an extra ticket. Do you want to go? And I said, he goes, do you know who John Wooden is? I said, heck yeah. What's the flipping address? I'll be there. And so I got to see John Wooden speak when he was alive. Game-changing night in my life. It was absolutely phenomenal. So I really got into John Wooden, really got into learning and growing through the study of John Wooden and what he did. By the way, he won 10 championships in 12 years at UCLA. He won 7 in a row. He won 38 NCAA championship games in a row and 38 NCAA tournament championship games, 38 in a row. Likely will never be matched. And do you know what John Wooden did when he brought high school All-Americans into UCLA? When they first arrived, he sat them down in a row on the benches on the court. And he said, all right, gentlemen, the first thing that you're going to learn is how to properly put on your socks. And I'm sure these high school All-Americans were going, wait a minute, I'm one of the best basketball players in America. You're going to teach me how to put on my socks? But that's the way Wooden operated, right? He said, gentlemen, after you learn to put on your socks, I'm going to teach you how to properly tie your shoes. And they're going, tie our shoes? What are you talking about, coach? But here was his message. He said, look, I expect you to run up and down the court at top, achievement levels all of the time. I expect you to do this and I expect you to do that. And if your socks and your shoes are not properly put on and tied and get ready for action, you're going to get blisters and everything else. We cannot have that. So those are the tools of the trade. You've got to make sure you do the foundational work so that we can win, because that is our end result goal. And that is classic Wooden. So what I learned from Wooden that night and what I want to share with you, remember, it's consistency plus focus plus the D. And for all of you on audio, hang tight. It's coming. The D that I learned from John Wooden is discipline. Discipline yourself so no one else needs to. So you must be consistent. You must stay focused, and you must discipline yourself so no one else needs to. Is it easy? Heck no. I've got a problem with all 3 of these myself. But the more I learn this, the more I repeat it and teach it to others, the more I stay in it in my own world. This morning, when I had to blow up that hill and blow in from the highway, I needed to be consistent with my strokes on my bike and my pedal strokes. I had to stay focused on what I was doing, not let any distractions get in my way. And I had to be disciplined in my breathing and everything else to get to what I needed to get to. All right. So this consistency plus focus plus discipline, what is the equal? In other words, what is the result? And so once I got clear on this, I'm thinking, wow, that's pretty cool. And what is going to be the result? And what do you think the first thing out of my heart and my mind was? Yeah, success, right? Consistency plus focus plus discipline equals success. Whoop-de-doo. Now, I'm not, knocking anybody who's successful. Don't get me wrong. I think that's fantastic. And that's what we all strive to. But I also feel that success in today's world is a little bit overused sometimes. Yeah, that person's successful. Look at this. Or yeah, that person's done that. They're super successful. But what is success? I mean, what is success, right? And so I started thinking, I want a different word in there, okay? I want a different word. So I'm going to write down what the word is that I came up with after I pondered this for some time, okay? Because you know what makes people happy in business? You know what makes people happy in business? Evidence of progress. Evidence of progress. Your team wants to see evidence of progress that we're making. And if you're not making the evidence of progress that you want to make, then it's a leadership issue. Let me be clear on that. It is a leadership issue. Okay. So evidence of progress. And so that really helped me come up with my answer. Okay. Consistency plus focus, managing your focus, plus discipline yourself so no one else needs to, equals achievement. However, achievement in itself is not good enough as far as my expectations are concerned for myself. I don't know about you, whatever you expect for yourself, great. But for myself, regular achievement is not good enough. Okay. So I actually added in another word and I was able to live it this morning, which made me so flipping fulfilled, right? Consistency plus focus plus discipline equals higher achievement. That's the evidence of progress that makes people happy in business. Higher achievement. See, the best team players, not the best available, they want to see a path to this higher achievement, to their growth. They want growth. They want to see the path. And ultimately, it's up to you, the leader, to help them with that through consistency plus focus plus discipline yourself so no one else needs to equals the higher achievement. I hope this thought process has helped you. It's certainly something that we help people with in UPP Life, because anybody that's in our Unstoppable Circles and any of our programs, that's what we want. We want to help them live the UPP life. And part of the UPP life is achieving more, is becoming more, is doing the things that are uncommon in today's world, not like everybody else. It's pushing into your areas of discomfort, getting out of your comfort zone, and getting on with the things that need to be done. I hope this has helped you. And if this is your first time on the podcast, welcome. My name is Mike Stromsoe. I'm widely recognized as a leading author, speaker, and coach for the independent insurance agency industry. You can find me at unstoppableprofitproducer.com. If you're interested in learning more, becoming more, and growing your business, creating wealth, and having more freedom to live life on your own terms, hey, please join us at one of our virtual events at uppfaststart.com. Or if you'd like to join us at one of our live events, please go to beunstoppablebootcamp.com. Both these events are designed to share with you some of our greatest money-making strategies developed over 35 years of research in our industry. Again, designed to help you grow your business, create wealth, so you too can have more freedom to live life on your own terms. In addition to that, the podcast can be found at unstoppableprofitpodcast.com. Go there, make sure you subscribe, and we're out there on all the channels: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and please go to our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, search Unstoppable Profit Producer, and click on the videos. You'll see the past close to 100 podcasts right there for your learning and growth enjoyment. Thank you for joining us today. I hope this has helped you. Don't forget, and don't let it happen to you. Be consistent, manage your focus, discipline yourself so no one else needs to, which will equal your higher achievement. That's all we want for you. If we can do anything to help you with that, to help you get into that higher achievement mode, please look us up and connect with us. We are here to help you. And until next time, get out there and make a difference, be unstoppable, and leave no regrets. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for listening. If you would like to listen to more episodes or share this podcast with someone you care about, please visit www.unstoppableprofitpodcast.com. Now go out and make a difference. Be unstoppable and leave no regrets.